Hello, my name's Laura. Welcome to my channel. And what I'm doing today is I'm on my 55th day of this juice cleanse, and I'm here to talk a little bit about mucoid plaque today. So the reason I decided to talk about this is because this was one of the main things that I was interested in the juice fast for, but I also found out that there were a lot of other reasons to do the juice fast besides that. But there's also some main reasons why you want to get rid of mucoid plaque in the body and why it's so important to do that. So I'm just going to talk first about 4 reasons why I think that you should get rid of mucoid plaque. Number 1 being is just an all-around colon cleanse, that it's very important to have a clean colon. And one of the reasons for that is because if your colon is full of all kinds of debris and buildup, mucoid plaque, and lots of other things, this can really lead to disease, particularly colon cancer and lots of other things. So number 2 is to clear blockages. You want clear blockages in your body because if you don't, it's harder to eliminate wastes in the body. And if you're not eliminating wastes, you're accumulating even more and more wastes in the body. And it's harder to have good digestion, and it's harder to absorb things, and it leads to all different kinds of problems. So that's one thing that you definitely want to do, is to clean blockages. So number 3 is better absorption. It's a lot easier for your body to absorb things if it's not full of all of this mucoid plaque, which there's a lot of other things that hide behind mucoid plaque also. A lot of mucus itself and just numerous other things. You can have parasites that hide behind there and things too. So it's really hard for your body to absorb anything when you have all these blockages going on and things that are keeping things from flowing through smoothly. So when things are flowing through much better, that makes it a lot easier to absorb. And you want to be able to absorb all these raw foods and all these plants and life force that we're trying to nourish our bodies with. So number 4 is better digestion, because when you have better digestion, you really have an all-around better experience with everything. If we're not digesting our foods good, then we're really not accomplishing anything. Digestion is a lot more important than people realize. So I put that as number mucoid plaque. Where does it come from? So where it actually comes from is a buildup of all these things in our bodies through the years. It could be salts, aspirin, drugs, alcohol, all of these things, especially all the toxins and just toxins in the air, things that we've built up through the years. But if you've taken a lot of aspirin and a lot of medications, whether it's over the counter or not, a lot of that stuff builds up. Antibiotics is another thing. So all of these things, when they accumulate, they kind of build into this, what's been known and called as the serpent inside of us. And that's exactly what it looks like. It's this really long, ropey texture. And you really won't know whether you've eliminated or not unless you look at it. And when you see it, you'll know exactly right away what it is. But you can't really tell the difference just by using the potty. You're not going to be able to know the difference one way or another unless you look at it. So that's the only way to really find out. And I know this is one of the grossest things to talk about, and a lot of people don't like to talk about it, but it's very important to get rid of this stuff. There's a lot of different things talked about with mucoid plaque, And a lot of things that you hear is it real? Well, it's definitely real because I didn't imagine it. So I know it's real. And a lot of people think that it's not real because doctors don't tell us about it. There's no like, you know, we don't go and get these x-rays done to look at this, and doctors don't say, oh, you have all this plaque buildup and you need to get rid of it. This is something that people have discovered, and they definitely find out that it is true when they get rid of it. And there's a lot of other things that you can do to get rid of it. There's something on the market called Zupu. There's blessed herbs and things like that that people have used to try to get rid of this stuff. And, you know, some people have said that they've gotten rid of it when they have done just a normal enema, you know, and not even juicing or anything. But I think that the best way to really get rid of it is to juice fast. I'm on 55 days. I'm breaking my fast today. I'm actually 70 days today on just liquids because I did a 10-day juice fast, and I got rid of a lot of mucoid plaque in that 10 days. Actually, there was more that came out in that 10 days than had come out later on. Later on, I had very little mucoid plaque and a lot of other stuff. But I had went on about 5 days of like soups, just making things in the blender after I did that 10 days, contemplating whether or not I really wanted to go on a longer juice fast or not. And I decided after that 5th day, okay, let's go on a 30-day juice fast, and it turned into 55 days. So that's 70 days now that I have been on nothing solid, no nuts, no anything solid, period. So it's been quite a journey. I've definitely gotten rid of a lot, and I know that this is one of the best things that I've done in my life. So I definitely would suggest for people to use juice fasting as an aid to release this mucoid plaque and discover that there's a lot more behind mucoid plaque. And a lot of times you just hear all this about mucoid plaque, but actually, if you don't remove the mucoid plaque, you can't get behind to the other stuff. And so even though I had done numerous things for parasites, I still had some parasites hanging on in there that I've seen. And, you know, you will see a lot of mucus after that come out, and a lot of other things that are built up in the body. And so I feel very accomplished that I have gotten this done, that I've made it all this time, and I'm ready now to break the fast. But I'm not actually breaking the fast and going straight into foods. I'm going right now into another couple of days and see where I go of just blended soups like I had done before after that 10 days, because I don't want to ruin the results of what I've done, and I want to make sure that I go about this properly. I don't want to start eating. I'm not going to just indulge in nuts and things like that, because a lot of that kind of stuff is harder to digest, and I want my body to get used to getting a little bit more solid things in it. And I might go ahead and do the prune test and see how that is. Just have a couple of prunes before I do any soups or anything, just to see if I actually get rid of things right away. I guess that's the way that you find out if everything is moving completely smooth. So anyway, I would definitely hope that people would be really encouraged to want to do a juice fast and to do more enemas. Also, enemas help. And also, like I have talked about before, I use the bentonite clay and the psyllium husk, and I think that's very helpful. I don't really do coffee enemas, and I don't do lemon enemas or anything like that, but I definitely think that using those two things and using the enemas, which I don't do every day, I do them every couple of days when I feel like I could feel things building up. And I definitely kept getting rid of things until the very end. I felt like I was pretty cleaned out. I haven't had much elimination. I kind of feel a little bit weak. It's time for me to start eating something solid. So I hope that this video helped somebody to clarify some things about why to get rid of mucoid plaque, and to hopefully think about doing juice fasting to aid and get you started on getting rid of some of this stuff. And there's lots of other reasons to juice fast too. It really does help to heal a lot of things in the body. So there's a lot more things behind the theory of juice fasting. So I hope that everybody got something out of this, and I'm just going to read this out of Psalms, and this is chapter 136, verse 1, and it says, "Give thanks to the Lord, for all he is good, for his mercy and endures forever." So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and have a wonderful, blessed day.